ISTPs and INTPs fear the most? Simple. Water. Water is really bad for power tools and robots. You don't believe me? Have you ever smelled an ISTP or INTP before? Like it or not, fear is an important part of life. It keeps us safe. And without it, horror movies would really suck. Obviously, everyone has their own unique fears. But I have 3 common fears for both INTPs and ISTPs, based on their cognitive functions. Number 1. Fear of other people's approval. ISTPs and INTPs have the brain of a supercomputer. They're constantly thinking or trying all kinds of new ideas, piecing everything together to form the best and most logical mousetrap. And ISTPs and INTPs are very proud of their results. But they fear what other people will think of it. Obviously, their mousetrap is the most logical and practical and cost-effective thing ever, right? Silly things like other people's emotions and biases shouldn't change that. But the problem is, other people's feelings matter a lot to them. They also matter a lot to INTPs and ISTPs, but we'll talk about that later. So they fear having their ideas and projects thrown out on things not based on their merit. ISTPs and INTPs also fear that they're going to get misunderstood. The ISTP-INTP mind is an incredibly complicated and advanced place. Ideas are always in flux, changing and being rearranged. So, being able to express those ever-changing, complicated ideas isn't particularly easy. Language is so limiting. Tons of words mean the same thing. And there's also body language and tone and all this other stuff that really shouldn't matter, but it does. And that drives the ISTP and INTP's mind crazy. How do you express this incredibly complicated idea into words? Basically, English is too stupid of a language for the big brain ISTP and INTPs. Number 2. Being wrong. Let's be honest. No one wants to be wrong. Or at least we don't want to be informed that we're wrong. Let me live my magical fairy world, okay? But ISTPs and INTPs go to a lot of effort to be right. They think of everything, or in the ISTPs' cases, try everything. So after they put all that work in, do you think they want to hear some smart aleck commenter say, well, actually, unfortunately, life isn't that simple. Things are really complicated, and INTPs and ISTPs know this. It would be super easy to overlook something or just forget it. And despite all of their internal thinking and trying, they could still be missing something or falling for their own personal biases. Which leads to my final fear. Number 3, fear of being human. Hey, it's that part of the video where I do the cliche YouTuber thing and ask you to boop that like button. Thanks. ISTPs and INTPs like to see themselves as the personifications of logic. Only truth matters to them. They're very full of themselves, you see. Stupid things like emotions shouldn't play a role. But as much as they'd like to believe that they're immune to those silly human things, they aren't. Everyone has biases and feelings. You can't just bottle them up and hope they go away. Humans are emotional to the core. Like it or not, we're all crybabies on the inside. And ISTPs and INTPs reluctantly know this. And they hate it. You can stick a logic pacifier in their mouth all you want, but their inner crybaby is stubborn, and they'll just spit it out. ISTPs and INTPs share a lot in common. So, how do you know which one you are? Well, you're in luck. I already made a video on just that. Click here to watch it or whatever else YouTube recommends. I've been TrebleKnight, and I'll catch you guys all next time.